Ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary, welcome to Mediocre Poker. I'm Amanda Bonanza. With me, as always, is Rayna Sunshine doing color commentary. Hi, Rayna. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
We're doing great. We are playing PLO 25 as always. And I've got a situation that I need to figure out. See, problem is, I'm going to do a thing. I've got everything screwy here. Zoom changes format. I'm gonna stop the share, Raina, so I'm gonna figure it out later. What
Okay.
I'm gonna do is move the zoom over here. Do it like this. I'm gonna share the screen from here. There we are. I know you all see that. You're not supposed to see that. You're seeing behind the scenes. This is the magic of things. I sat out a big blind. Now I've got it there. Raina, do you see the screen?
I do. I see it.
Okay. I think we've got it. I think I've sorted it. Do you hear it? Does it
I
matter?
I can hear it and it matters.
Oh, where you hear those clicks and those
I hear the
cards,
clicks and the
the
cards.
folding
It's so
sound.
exciting, and I'm just waiting for the big blind.
It is exciting. I'm gonna bring this up your volume up a little bit there. There it is. And
I
so we
thought that
did.
was
I
my
am gonna
computer.
post.
Like,
No,
what's
that's me.
wrong?
That's me. That was me. And so yeah, here we are. We're playing, and we were supposed to be on the big blind, and I messed it up because I didn't know what I was doing with the Zoom and all the OBS and all that stuff. And so that's my bad for being bad at production. But here we are. So we're looking at our table, right? And to our left we have a short stack that blows, and then to our right we have a tall stack, which is okay. Let's watch for egregious play. Today's strategy, because we have been losing so much, like last week was just a giant loss. We're gonna be I'm gonna be tightening up my ranges. I'm gonna be like extra tight, especially in early position, and like not looking like I'm gonna need to have a strong hand to open up in either the low jack or the hijack or to the gun. And so cutoff and button I'll be opening wide, but like not in early position. I'm just going to be so tight in early position. And then we're going to be fast playing our strong hands too. If we've got something, we're just going to shove pot. We're just going to pot our strong hands, even if it doesn't work out, even if we get a lot of folds. Because if we start getting a lot of folds by potting a lot, one of two things can happen. Either people are just going to start calling us, or they never will, which means we can just pot our junk too. And then if we're just taking down every pot, then we can start expanding our range even further. But we're not
We would
even
fold
gonna
this hand,
play
right? That
this.
looks terrible.
Yeah, fuck that hand. It's bad. Even though we're on the cutoff, it's bad. And look at how bad it would have been.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yes, fuck that hand is right, Rana. You got that right. Nuts to that. I tried these new headphones. I've got them, and they're loud in a they're quiet in weird ways. I need to adjust like the mixer for it because it makes the clicks of this game really loud, but they're wireless, which makes it easier for me to deal with, and I'm not tethered to things with wires.
Yeah, I
But like the
totally understand.
mixers, yeah. So Reina, you're now at the right volume but then the poker game is really loud and it kind of blows. It's like, oh, I'm hearing
Oh,
all
so
these
you can't
clicks.
adjust the volume individually right now.
I could if I went into like my settings, and this
Oh,
is not a good enough hand. It's
okay.
right on the edge, but
Okay.
we're in the hijack here, and I'm just gonna let that go. And this is what I'm talking about. I would play that on the button, but I'm not gonna even entertain it in the hijack.
Okay. We're gonna be real
And
careful. We're gonna
well,
play
we
really
got
tight.
callers. We got callers. Are we gonna see? I haven't been paying attention to the table as much as I should. I haven't seen a lot of
Well, we
action.
do
So
have a
we've
new
got
player,
We
obviously.
do have a new player, and they brought in for the max. That's pro. So but we're looking at a multi. We've got a four-way pot here. So this is why we didn't open up from the hijack. We don't want to go be out of position 5 ways.
Yeah, five
You know,
ways Sunday. Yeah.
and we would have had a very well. We would have had a very strong hand here. We would have had top two
Oh,
pairs with a strong flush draw. So the
of
second
course we
nut
would
flush.
have.
But that's okay. We're not worried about that because you can always hit two pair. I mean, you can flop quads, right? You can always flop. Any hand can flop quads.
Ah, that's true.
once you've got 4 of one thing. Yeah. But yeah, so look at the hands they're playing. They called these hands. Woo! Call in loose. Loose calls. Wide range. Now this hand, I will bring in, even in early position. We got a double suit, ace and jack, and we got a low pair. It's good enough. And so 5 and 6 are calling super light. So we can put them on just garbage ranges. They're going to have just peanut butter and jelly come to the river. So we're definitely going to be betting hard at them because they're going to miss a whole lot. But they are going to have like random 2 pairs and random bad straights. So we did hit a set of aces, right?
Oh, well,
So we're just going to bet it.
sure.
We're just going to
Yeah.
pot it. And everyone's going to fold, and we're just going to take it down. But that's fine. I mean, I could bet small, but we don't want the... And they bet. So great. We need to get a little bit more, 3 extra big blinds here, because almost certainly everyone's going to fold. So, I mean, they could have 2 4s in their hand, and we could be drawing, they could have a full house. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they have the other ace and a king. I don't know. They called, though, so they like it.
Okay.
So we're going hard with it. And they're calling, so they almost certainly have an ace. So they might have ace queen. They might have ace king. We're going to check it back. They have ace king.
Oh
so we didn't punt our whole stack, but we punted most of it. So that's good. Yeah, so that's good. We'll just buy in.
That's great. You know what? It's great to be the underdog. That's all I can do.
Yeah, well, one bullet down. At this rate, we'll be playing 3 hands. Yeah, they had the ace, they had the king. That sucks shit. Well, we have a bad hand. We're not even calling it. And so we'll reload after that. Oh, what a shit show that was. Oh, well, here we go. Off to the races.
Yep.
We're doing great. We're down a bullet. We've been playing for 9 minutes.
Oh, it's
so easy to lose your stack, and it's so hard to win it back.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, it is a suited ace, but it's a 9, a 5, and a jack. It doesn't really match up. And yeah, we would have had jack 5 here, but poop. Early position, multi-way, fuck off. Gotta have a monster to go multi-way in the small blind. I'm happy to give up 1/2 of one big blind. If I watch like there's a guy, his name's I forget his real name. It's Alex Fitzgerald, I think. He's kind of a dick, but he knows what he's talking about. And he was like, look, if you can have your average win rate on the big blind be if you just folded every hand on the small blind, and all you lost was half a big blind every time you're in the small blind, like that would be a really good win rate. Because most people lose way more than that because they play too many hands from the small blind. And so I want to take that into account too. It's like, no, we need to have a monster hand in the small blind.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And so we do have aces and jacks, and we have 2 suits, and so we're on the button, and that's a limp here. So limp loose. Limp calls wide. We
What do you
are
make
gonna give
of
them a
player one?
fish. Seat one, they seem
Yes.
solid. I mean, they
Yeah, they
played
do.
right. They did they did everything right. Like they bet their strong hand, and they called it down. I mean, they
Gotcha.
maybe should have went all in on the river instead of waiting for me to do it. But like, there we go. There we go. We hit a set of twos, but like it's still a set. We'll go at it hard at the beginning, and if people start calling, I'm like, maybe we're in a similar situation, you know. But we have a lot of potential for a full house here,
Okay. Makes sense.
and we'll see what seat one does there. They're
But
gonna check.
any
So,
sign of trouble, we bail out.
well, I don't know. We're bailing. We've got a set. Like we've got trips. We're
Yeah.
not bailing. We're not going anywhere. But I mean, if a diamond comes, we're gonna think twice. We're gonna be hesitant, but we're not
Okay.
leaving. We're not throwing away trips. But we're getting callers here, so hey. So, and we are in position too. So we'll see what happens. Pot size bet, because I do believe we have the best hand. But we might not. Someone might have a set of nines. Someone might have a set of tens. Someone could have 2-9 or 2-10. Yeah, really thinking about it. I mean, they've got something. I think they have diamonds and a pair. I think they've got a 10 and two diamonds, or a 9 and two diamonds. That's what I think they had. I think they were on a draw. Or maybe they had a pair and straight draw. They had something, but we won a hand. So we're okay with that. Yeah, I think one is reasonable. I mean, I haven't seen anything egregious from them. I saw egregious things from seat six, that's for sure, and I marked them, but they have a big stack, so they're kind of allowed to play a little loose. That's definitely a strategy. Throw their weight around a little bit, but and five, we had them marked before, and so they love their hand. I mean, I think five clearly has a straight. Nope, they don't even. They had a set. That's wild. Yeah, they were overexcited, and I didn't even get a chance to mark them. Definitely not a hand to play here. And so this move of min clicking from early position is a move. Like, so we're not going to penalize them for that. Like, it's like when you're in a small ring game like this, it's like I do that a lot when I'm playing Texas Hold'em, especially. It's like if I'm coming in from early position, I don't necessarily want to pot it, because a lot of people will call, and then if like I had, and then what will happen is if you do that, um and someone has a hand they like, they'll raise it, and then you can check raise if you have a strong hand, and you can fold if you have a marginal hand. So it's like, hey, I'm buying a little bit of fold equity just by raising the blinds a little bit, not letting the blind get in for free, but at minimal risk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's a strategy from early position, which I don't hate. So once again, not penalizing seat one. Seat one seems relatively like a solid reg. They seem to know what they're doing.
Did,
What's that?
No, I was to say that didn't really help us.
Oh, well, we're not in the hand.
Oh, I thought we were.
I no, I folded this junk. I'm not playing
Oh,
King
okay.
8 4 4 rain. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no,
When it's
yeah,
like dimmed
terrible,
out like
terrible.
that
No,
before.
it's just because it's in shadow. It feels like a translucent
Oh,
like that.
okay.
We're not in
I
the hand.
misunderstood.
It's just like it doesn't. It lets us see. So yeah. So no, we're not in this hand, and I should be paying more attention to what the other players are doing, and I should be putting them on. I should be hand reading them. So I'm not doing that, and I should be. So shame on me. I just get to work. Get focused. We're on the big blind now. We've got C5 is new, and they're just buying right in. We have a terrible hand, so we're not going to put any more money into the pot. We'll see if we get a free roll with this garbage. Even if we hit this, like it's like we'd have to hit a full house to be comfortable at all with this hand. Because even if we hit our top two, like a pair of tens and sevens, it's like we're
That's
gonna feel great about that in early
no.
position. Like, yeah, it's like what are we gonna do with this?
Yeah.
Like even if we hit a straight, like it's gonna be the ass end of the straight. It's like fuck, you know. That's all I'm saying. That's enough for me to get out.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, not interested. Look at that. Great hand for us. Great flop for this hand. In our two pair with a straight draw, but hey, it's a bad straight draw, and it's not even really a straight draw at all, actually. It's a terrible hand. It's just so
Yeah.
bad. But seat six loves it. They're like, I've got a straight. Seat one's like, nope, I've got a straight and a flush draw. So let's see if they both go fucking full Monty. 85.8 big blinds. Put it in.
Mm. Wow.
They check raised. They check raised. Seat one's good. Seat one's got a flush. That's what I think. They're going to check their flush. Seat six going to bet they're straight. They're going to check it back, I bet. They're scared. They didn't like that check raise. Uh-oh, maybe seat six has a flush. What? One or both of them has a straight. There's the straight.
Mm.
Oh, that's a nut flush. And the straight. And they
Wow.
called, didn't they? Seat one called.
That wow. They whoa.
Loose
Crushed.
fuckers here. They're bold. They're bold. Let's see what seat one had. Seat one did indeed have the nut straight. And
That was amazing.
no, seat six was betting aces and a flush draw. So we're not gonna play this. Seat one is a good strong player. Good strong player. Seat one's very good. Good strong player.
Even though they lost.
Even though they lost, they were playing. They had their nut straight. They bet it. They check raised. Their check. How often do we see players check raise? They never check
Never.
raise. Like I'm the only one that ever check
You.
raises.
Yeah.
Like they don't check raise. They don't three bet correctly. Like this player is doing all the stuff that's correct. Player one knows how to play this game. Like I can tell that they're taking the right kind of risks. They're risky. Like they're playing their equity. They're playing good poker right there. We're happy to be to their left. That's what we are. We're not looking to get into a lot of hands with seat one. We're looking to trade off with them. We want them to recognize that we're also a strong player, so they let us be. And like,
I see. So we're like, can I give
yeah,
a
so we
signal?
want
We
we want to
see.
take
Yeah.
turns trying to get seat six's money, basically, is what we're gonna try and end up doing. Because seat six is not a strong player. I mean, I've watched them make several mistakes at this point, even though they have a large stack.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, full houses are nice. They're especially nice when there's a flush on the board. You think they have a flush? Yep, they do. They called. So people are calling light. So my strategy of betting big when we've got it was right. So even when we did that with this player, we still made the right move, and I would do it again. So we've got kings here, and we've got a suit, and we've got a jack. So we have a pretty good hand in the cutoff. It's good enough to bring in. We're not going to raise. I don't raise kings without an ace. We will call. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna definitely see a flop with this hand. We will call a 3-bet. We will cold call a 3-bet here too. Well, it's not cold call, but we'll call a 3-bet. But we'll be cautious. And that's just terrible for us. So we won't be going very much farther. Seat one's gonna c-bet. They're not. Oh, they're not. They're gonna check that ace. I'm wondering if I should bet it. Yeah, let's do a little small bet here. Let's just do a 4. Let's do a feeler bet. See what happens. See if we can get some people to fold out. See if maybe we can get seat one to fold out. I'm going to call her there. They're going to call. They have something. We now do have a solid diamond draw here. And we still do have a pair of kings. So we're going to check it back and hope we hit our diamond here. And we do not. So now there's straights. Now there's an ace beats us. We just have a pair of kings. So we got to fold to that pot. Oh, yeah, to that pot size bet. Their straight came in. They hit their straight. Yeah, absolutely, we're folding that. Yeah, our pair of kings is no good. Pot size bet on the river is never a bluff. Out of position from someone that's calling. Yeah. That's just, so they're playing straight up. Face up. They're a face up player. So they're not going to bluff. I mean, maybe that was just a really shrewd bluff, but like, I don't think so. I think they just had this, they had the wheel. And they bet pot because they had the nuts. And so we'll see. I think they're face up. I mean, we'll watch them, of course. That's just the information that I have at this point.
So far.
But so far, seat one's playing strong poker, and seat 5 and 6 are not. And I haven't really gotten a beat on 3 and 4 yet. 3 seems tight, but they're short stacked, so they're supposed to be. Seat 4 seems a little tight. Or maybe not tight, but like they're calling. But they're not really, I'm not noticing anything there. I'm not going to ignore them, but like right now I'm kind of focusing on 5, 1, and 6 here. Which makes sense because they're after me anyway. And so if they do something egregious, I'll notice it. But I'm not noticing. I'm just noticing your kind of standard reg play, kind of your standard rec play. So they did bet pot in position, and seat one did call with not much of a board, so they could seat one could easily have 2 pair or a strong king. They could even have king ace. King jack, 2 pair. What did seat one have? What did they call with? Are they calling pretty light? It seems like it. So that's a reasonable hand, but not in early position. So we're going to let that go. So let's take a look at seat one. What did they play? They're playing a lot of hands. So they have a wide range. They were under the gun, and they opened with queen 10, 9, 6 hearts for the queen. Which isn't a great hand and is definitely not an early position. So seat one is opening a little loose for sure. They're a little aggressive. So they then called with a straight draw. So they did have a straight drop. So they're calling loose too. So they're betting loose. They're a little loose aggressive there. So we can maybe recategorize them with a flame. But this is a good hand. We're gonna bring this in. We're gonna raise that. We're in position. We're not in position, but we want to get them out of position. We definitely didn't want that. This is not what we wanted at all. So it's gonna scare these two out. So now they're almost certainly gonna call. And so here we are out of position on a flush board that we don't have the suit for. So we basically have to check and just let this one go. There's nothing we can do here. I mean, even if we're in no position to bluff, we're out of position in a fat pot, like,
Well, we've got nothing.
and this person's willing to take a
High-
stab at it in early
Yeah, gotta get out.
position. Yeah, we got to get out. We just have to. That just sucked. That's why early position sucks, and I should have been more careful. I should have been more careful. I should have let that one go. It costed me a bunch. Cost me like 10 big blinds. I should have just chucked it. Oh well. Definitely letting that one go.
Yeah.
Did they take it down with their bet? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Everyone's scared of the flush. You realize that, like, you only have, like, well, when you're multi-way like that, like, if you have a flush, even if it's a low flush, like, the odds of your opponent having flush if your heads up is less than 22%. So it's like it's still 1 in 5 that they also have a flush. So it's like your odds are pretty good that they don't, even if you have a low weak flush.
Okay.
But also they'll play them. So it's like that's the thing. So it's like their odds of having a flush are low, but if they put money in the pot, those odds go way up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Because they'll play and they'll chase flushes, you know? So I didn't see who's the aggressor in this hand. Oh my god. I apologize. I apologize for yawning. Rayna, I don't think anyone's watching us. It's just us in the chat.
Yeah, I don't. I see.
We're lonesome. We're the world's worst streamers. Mediocre poker, bad stream.
Mediocre. And I mean, I was thinking it's your
Mediocre
mediocre host, Rayna, but
charisma.
honestly, I'm like below mediocre co-host. It kind of sucks.
Here we go. All right,
There's
we've
3
got not
watching now.
much. We've
Is
got.
that?
Well, it's you and me are 2 of them.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah. So one person's
There's
watching.
1 person there. Hello, random person. We love you. I'm not playing this hand. Not even to a limp. Look at all the limps. Everyone limped. Everyone
So I'm
gets
gonna
a
let
fish.
all of our fans know a little secret that I don't really know that much about poker.
It's okay. The only one that doesn't get a fish is seat 4, who was on the big blind and just got a free roll. So they have a free roll, so they probably don't have much. This is probably good for their range because that's right where their range is going to be with a free roll. But they might not have clubs. Who knows? They must have easily could have missed. Everybody else did with a limp. Like I put them on a shark. Like I said, I'm watching them play, and they're seemingly. I mean, they're tight aggressive, but they're tight aggressive in a loose way. So
They're tight and loose at the same time.
Yeah, they're tight and loose. Like they're loose. They're calling a lot, and they're betting. They're just betting a lot of thin value, but they are betting their draws too. They're betting their strong draws, which is the sign of a good player. A good player bets their draws. Like that's a thing that good studied and learned and good players do that recreational players do not do. They don't bet their draws. They call. They chase. They don't get out ahead of it. Let's see. That was like a multi-way pot. Now we have double suits, but the 5-4 suck, and King 10 isn't great. They're definitely going to be in the pot. I don't let that go. I don't like that hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to be tight.
Let's play tight because
Playing tight.
right. We want to be able to play for a while, right?
I want to win.
Unless you want
sick
a
of
short
losing.
stream.
We're like, I got to crawl out of the hole. I punted a stack in one hand.
So I did show the stream to some family members, and they were
Uh-huh.
people that, oh yeah, we play poker and all about that. And I showed them the stream, and they had like literally no idea what you were talking about. They did not understand any of the jargon of it. So I'm like, well, I guess, yeah.
Well, if they play
Recreational
poker, tell them I
players.
want to play with them.
Yeah.
Tell them I want to play poker with them. I want to play poker with everybody. I love playing poker. I wish people were more into it. I haven't played real life poker in forever. Like forever.
Well, I'll play real life poker with you.
I know we need at least 2 more people.
Oh,
My
that's
sister might do it too. My sister would play.
because it might help if I actually played the game more.
It would most definitely help. I know I could talk Jesse into doing it. And so we would just honestly just need 1 more. 4-hand is fine. 4 is enough.
Okay.
Yeah, this person doesn't get a shark. They're loose. Well, they're loose. I'm gonna give them a.
They've been demoted.
Yeah, they've been demoted. They're playing too many hands, and they're limping. Wide range calls light. Bet straws. Okay to bluff catch. They do bluff. They're pouncing on me. Oh, is that a check raise? That was check raise. That's a nasty check raise. Well,
why is it nasty?
Because it was a giant pot.
Oh,
they lost.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh, bye. Somebody got destroyed.
They had a 2 and they had aces and they had a full house.
Jeez,
they got gone. They're leaving.
Knocked out of the table.
Yeah, they're like, fuck that. They didn't like that loss. They didn't like getting beat like that.
They did like one of those gamer rage things. They took their keyboard, broke it in half, and just, yeah.
I was doing that earlier today. I was playing and some Russian guy cussed me out in Russian for beating him in a pot. I bet pot on the river because I knew I had the best hand, and he called me and lost with the worst hand, and then he got mad at me because I beat him.
Oh wow!
it's like he started cussing at me in Russian.
Wait, you were having a voice chat with him?
Yeah, it's a different site. It's a different site. And
okay.
Like when I play on the site where you can chat, I talk. Because you can get people to talk and they'll tell you what they do and they'll tell you their whole strategy and they'll tell you their life story. If you can get people talking, that's one of the things that's nice about live poker is like people will tell you what they will tell you, they will give you so much information if you're a chatterbox like I am. And they'll tell you all their strategies. And I do it too. Like I'm not super secretive about it. It's like, yeah, I play, it's like I'm not great. I downplay like what I know. I definitely play dumb because that's a thing like you can do as a girl. It's like men just assume you don't know what you're doing. They always assume they're smarter than you. It's great. Yes. It's great.
I guess, yeah, I never thought of like taking advantage of that.
It's a weird thing. It took me a long it took me a while to get used to it. Like, yeah, but I'm definitely there now where it's like I know, like I always wear titty dresses and like I always like show off my cleavage and like I always wear makeup and like I just like, and I play dumb. I definitely play dumb. Like, what's that mean? Oh, that seems like a really good idea. You seem really good. Just doing stuff like that. And then it's like it's great.
I'm not quite there yet. I can't really pull that off.
Oh, it's so fun.
I'm working on it.
I'll tell you that. Like, I'm not here to disparage men, but like boys are so easy to manipulate. They're just like so easy. It's like you just guide them around on a leash. It's like they're the easiest thing. Yeah. They're happy to do it. Boop. Yep. No, thank you. Even though this would have been a straight draw. I'm happy to not be in this hand with this bad hand.
I'm learning so much besides poker on this stream.
It is. They're going all in. They've got an
Ooh.
ace. Nope. They hit their jack. So it was a weird play too. I mean, we're seeing a lot of weird play here. Can't do it. Can't do it. We're also seeing a lot of very bad hands. It's okay. We'll wait. We'll get there. What was going on? What did seat 5? They had king, jack, jack, 8. They had seat 6 had 8. They had the ace, and they bet him, and they called and they went all in with a pair of jacks. They get a fish.
I can just visualize like getting smacked in the face with a fish.
Yeah, we got 3 fish and a bit of a maniac here. Like seat 1 isn't bad. They're not a bad player. Like they're just taking advantage of the other weak players at the table. It's like right on the edge, but it's shitty. It's shitty. Can't do it. And they're definitely going to call. Like they're going to call every hand at this point. They're going to limp. They're going to limp their hands that are marginal, and they're going to bring in their strong hands. That's what they're doing. So there you go. That's a slightly better than garbage hand, but it's not a premium hand. So we are hitting a lot. Our marginal hands are hitting flops. So that's like it's not going to change anything. It's a little frustrating, but like whatever. Doesn't really matter. So they're going to raise. And it looks like they like to bet on scare boards. They like betting wet boards and draws and stuff like
What's that
scare
mean?
boards. Boards that are scary, that are wet, that have strong nut potential.
Mm.
They're gonna bet. Nope, they're just gonna take it down. They did have a straight though, so all right. All right. But once again, we can't do it. We can't do it. We need better hands. We just need better hands than we're seeing. We're seeing a whole lot of junk here. And we're going to keep folding our junk. And we're going to let seat 1 accumulate a bunch, and then we're going to wait for our good hand, and that's not it. And then we're going to bet big, and we're going to take it from them. That's the plan. We got the big stacks to our right, which is great. But we need to see hands to play with them because they are going to throw money at the pots. They are going to. So we have to be ready and prepared to go basically to the river with any hand with either of those two in the pot to get it all in. And there we are on the big blind with a very bad hand.
Once again.
Yeah, it's dog shit. That's real hot garbage. We'll call one big blind for sure because we do have a pair and we have a king. So, I mean, we didn't hit shit though. Actually, we do have a bad straight draw. But we'll check it. We definitely don't have much. Don't have that.
Time to fold.
Nope. Yeah. Seat 1 checks. Seat 5 checks. They're not flush. They have a pair of queens. Pair of queens plus. Seat 5 might have 2 pair. They don't have a flush. Don't know.
I never know.
Don't know. I didn't put them on a flush, but they may have had a flush. I don't know. I don't think they did.
This looks like a bad hand.
Yeah, it's not a good hand. Definitely not a good hand in the small blind. So we'll let it go. Hope we see a good hand we can play sometime at some point. Haven't really seen one in about 20 minutes, which happens, so it's part of it. That's why people multi-table. I've been thinking about that too. It's like I can multi-table. Just play tighter and multi-table.
Oh, that'll really help my commentary.
I don't have the OBS set up to multi-table, and that's fine. I don't even care. It's like I don't even want to do it that bad. I don't like multi-tabling. I figure like once I consistently win at a single table, then I can start multi-tabling. But until I'm consistently winning, I don't see the point of adding another table.
Right. It's like if you want to lose, how can you lose 2 big blinds in the first
right,
5 minutes?
exactly. 2 buy-ins, yeah, exactly.
Or 2
Until I have
I
an
don't mean big ones.
established win rate and I'm not a losing player, then like it's like
Yeah.
then once I can win consistently at a single
Yeah.
table,
Yeah.
then I'll add multi-tabling in. But like 1 foot in front of the other, for fuck's sake.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I just can't help but think like the probabilities. How is it calculated? Because you're relying on a program to do it versus the probabilities of having an actual physical deck of cards and
It's the
somebody
same
stealing it.
probabilities. It's they're
I
playing with a
mean,
deck
is
of
it though? I
cards.
don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
They're
trusting
it
them that they are doing it, that they are
They
implementing.
have to do it because running a poker site is free money if you have it legit. But if you're ripping people off, people aren't going to figure it out and they're not going to come. And so the best thing for a poker like a poker site has no reason to cheat. They have every reason to run a legitimate game and no reason to cheat. In fact, the bulk of the money that you spend and the energy, then the work that you do as a poker website is finding and looking for people that are cheating, like finding ways to stop it and to keep the game legit. So all these sites work really, really hard and invest a lot of money and energy on keeping the game legitimate. Now, does that always mean like that we're never going up against bots? No, maybe we are sometimes. But I don't anyone that has a bot that's figured out how to have a bot that can win at poker surely isn't in the micro stakes. Like I'm not too worried about why wouldn't they play the
Sure.
large stakes if they've got a bot that's winning. It's like
Yeah, right. That's true.
yeah. All right, we do have a hand here and I am going to play this. We're going to bring that in on the cutoff. Are we going to get a cold call from seat 3? Yeah, we sure are. We're going to get called from everybody. At least we're relatively in position. Seat 1's almost certainly going to call us. They have to now. I mean, they can't not. There's too much in there.
Right.
And we miss. We miss hard. So that's that. Yep. And we
Not
do
getting
have
any
a hand.
better.
No, we can't bet this. Yeah, it got worse. Yeah, 10s are almost certainly not good. Someone could so easily have a 6 or a jack. But we are going to put on a little Hollywood here.
No,
We're going to
wait
check it.
and check it back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a terrible hand. Now we don't even have anything. No 10s and 6s with a king. Or 10s and 6s with a jack. If we check it down, maybe we do have the best hand, If it checks down all
Oh,
the
if they
way.
all have terrible hands themselves.
Yeah, if they all have
Of
worse
course.
hands than us. We do have a pair of 10s. Yeah, I think we're good.
Wow.
They had a jack. Yep.
Oh.
and they didn't bet it. They were in position and they didn't bet their jack. So I don't know what to tell you. Definitely playing this one.
So I hate to say it, I have no idea what happened. Did we win?
No, we lost. Seat 3
Yeah,
had
okay.
the jack. They had a pair of jacks. They had jacks and sixes. There was a jack on the board, and they had a jack, and we had a pair of tens.
Okay, but we didn't lose that much.
No.
Okay.
And the same thing here. We just missed our hand, so we don't really have anything. So it's multi-way. I'm not going to bluff multi-way. I don't even think I might call because we do have like backdoor flush. I mean, we do have a backdoor straight flush draw, but I'm not going to put money into the pot. I'm going to check and see a hand. So now we do have top pair. We have a pair of queens and we have a wheel draw or a Broadway draw. So now we do have a hand. And so we can bet this in position. And they're going to bet it. We're going to call it because we do have a hand. We have queens and we have top aces, but we don't have clubs. And they could have two pair. The flush came. We might have the best hand here. We'll check it down. Nope, kings win. They had kings. They didn't bet. They had kings and clubs, and they didn't bet. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? They should have been betting that hand. So, like, these players are dangerous. It's like, why are you not betting your strong hands just because they're out of position? It's like, I could see doing that, like, on the first street. But, like, if it checks around and you've got a monster, like, why wouldn't you bet? Like, I just don't understand that thinking. But they've got a pile of chips and I'm down. So,
yeah.
I'm the one that's wrong according to the numbers, you know?
Yeah. It's number winning.
Well, you know, we didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, well, we're checking down our marginal hands and we're playing good poker. It's just we haven't had hands. And this is a hand that's not good enough to play in the it's like right on the edge, but it's not good enough to play in the small blind. Not then it's gonna go multi-way, not facing a raise from someone who hasn't been involved, who's been limping. Yeah, and this person calls every hand.
Okay, but so like to continue on that whole probability kind of question, and I wasn't even necessarily just talking about cheating, as even there could just be a stake like in the algorithm. But does this game subjectively to you, the cards that you see, does it feel like
Yeah, it feels
the
absolutely
same as
random.
if you were playing a real?
So I don't see any reason to suspect this website of cheat of having.
And I wasn't
like,
trying to say anything about this
of loading the dice.
website.
Not,
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying in general. I was just
the flops look like flops. The runouts look like runouts. Like I don't see anything egregious going on here at all. Like I don't. Like I said, they have no reason to. Like there's no reason they make so much money running a legitimate game. Like they take 5% of every hand, and this is just and that's at every stake. Like it's like they get so much money. They make so much money just running a legitimate game that there's no reason for them to do anything but because they want to get as many people playing because the more players that are here, the more money they make. Whether they win or lose is irrelevant to them. They're just taking the rake. Like they have every incentive to run as tight of a legitimate site as possible. And so there's no reason for any website to be sketchy. It's just not. It just doesn't benefit them at all. It's just short-term thinking. And like there have been sites that have been sketchy and that have gone down in flames in the past, but like I mean, I really don't think this is one of them. And like I said, it's like, I mean, you're always, whenever you're doing anything like illicit in a way, like gambling or drugs or whatever, whether they're legal or not, you're always running the risk of opportunism and shady people and like people that are looking to take advantage of a situation. That's just life. Like, it's like, if I'm going to worry about that, like, do I feel like because I've seen players that think like that. It's like, I lost a bunch of money. The game cheats. It's like, no, you just played bad. Like, you had a bad run out. It happens. Like, it's like, I would be way more weirded out if I didn't see those things. Like if I never saw bad beats, I'd be like, that would be sketchy. Like, cause that's just a part of poker, And so it's like, so I don't know. I don't have any reason to think that this isn't a deck. This isn't a simulated deck of 52 cards, just like I don't see any difference between this and if we were playing a live game with people that weren't cheating. Like it's the exact same thing. And they're doing it that way. There's no reason for them not to. So the odds are the odds. The odds are the odds. And so a way you can calculate equity, I don't know if you know about this, if we've ever talked about this. So this is a hand we're going to be playing.
Okay.
Just so you know. We're on the, I don't see a lot of reason to raise it, so I'm just going to check it. I might check raise this one. Yeah, especially with these two. Let's go ahead and check raise that. Let's get some money in that pot. We got a good draw here. Good, decent draw. We don't like the clubs. We'll check raise. We'll check that. And that ran out terribly for us. Their bad clubs came. Boo!
Right. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, all right. We're going to sit up the next big blind set of P. Oh, not the next hand. The next big blind here. Boo, boo. Bad run out. But bad run outs come. They happen.
Yeah, they happen. So you mentioned calculating equity.
Oh, so like you can look at however many outs you have. So right now I have jacks and fives. So that's going to give me that's strong equity just by having a made hand. But now that like the board run out is a likely straight, that reduces my equity, and it's like, so, but like basically if you want to look at it, like when you're on a draw, you can calculate it. So let's say you're playing clubs, right? You've got two clubs in your hand. You've got the ace of clubs in your hand, and there's two clubs on the board, right? So there's two more cards coming, right? So here we're gonna bring that up. We're gonna 3-bet that. Hang on. I'll talk about equity when I'm not 3-betting a hand. Now I gotta focus. Are you gonna cold call a 3-bet since you called every hand? You sure fucking are, you fucking fish. That's okay. It's okay. We're in position. We're on the button. They're going to certainly do it. They have no reason not to with this player in the hand. And we don't hit that king, but we do hit queens. They love it. They hit their king. We have to, I don't think we can call this. And we have a straight draw. So we need a jack that's not a spade to come. So we literally have 3 outs here, or another queen. That gives us 5 outs. So this is how you can calculate equity. So we'll do it right now. So in order for us to win this hand, we are certain that they have a king at least. So in order for us to win this hand, we need an ace, we need a queen, or we need a jack that's not a spade. So that is, there are 2 more queens, there are 3 more aces, that's 5, and there are 3 jacks, so that's 8. So we can take that 8, multiply it by 4, since there's 50 cards, so that multiplies by 2, and there's 2 things. So 8 times 4 is 32%. We have 32% equity. Not enough to call that bet, and that's all we can win. We're going to fold. That's how you calculate equity. All of those hands we think would have given us a winning hand because we were behind. Did that make sense? Do you know why those numbers were their numbers?
I was not sure on I get to
okay, so look at it this way.
But how did you calculate the percentage part?
So there's 52 cards in a deck, right? So we can shorten, because we have 4 of them, we can shorten that to 50. We can just make that 50. It's around there. It's not 100% accurate. It's just a quick way to calculate. So if there's 50 cards in a deck, each out equals, you multiply it by 2. Each out equals 2%, right? because if one card equals 2%, because it's 2 out of, 1 out of 50, 2 out of 100, right?
Okay.
So each out is 50%, or is 2%. So you just do it that way. You count your outs and you multiply it by 2. So if we have 8 outs, as we did, you multiply that by 2. That's 16. But there's 2 cards coming. So you multiply that by 2 because you have 2 draws. 16 times 2 is 32. 32%. That's your equity. And then what you do is you look at the pot odds and you say, well, we've got 32% equity. They bet the pot, which means we have to win 1 out of 3 times. And that's right there. We actually probably should have called that. And we didn't. And actually, now looking back, as they didn't even bet pot, we should have called that hand. But I was too busy explaining the equity to actually do the math of the pot
Oh
odds. I
no, I
was
mean to
just
get in trouble. I
calculating the
interrupted.
equity.
I'm sorry,
No,
I
because I'm
interrupted
not
you.
good enough to do that. So we did actually make a mistake there. We did have the equity. We had 32% and we only needed to win like 1 out of 4 times. So like we really should have called that. So because 32 is like almost 1 in 3. So we only needed to we were going to win 1 out of 3 times, but we're only risking the amount we're risking is to win. The percentage that we're going to win makes up for the fact of that. Anyway, that's how pot odds work. That's another thing. We're sitting out the blind here, and I need to go to the bathroom. So we're going to go to our break screen.
Okay.
And we'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Don't forget, we do have a link down in the description, or a URL down in the description. Get you a free account at PLO Mastermind there, the one that's below me, right down there. PLO Mastermind, get a pre-flop class, learn how to play PLO. Free account, do it. Use the URL in the description box. We'll see you soon. right, I'm back here. Oh, wait. All right, I'm back here. I don't know if Rayna's
Okay,
back yet.
I'm back.
Oh, you are back. Delightful. Hello, dear.
Hello.
So, yeah, I realized that my equity calculation was off because I was assuming that they only had a pair of kings. And so if they had a two pair, if they had ace king in their hand, our aces would have lost. If they had a set of kings, which they could have had, then we would, or any set, then we would have lost if it was kings or if we didn't hit our queen. So we actually didn't make a bad fold because they could have had better hands than
So then we
gave
did
them
the right thing
credit for.
technically without.
I don't regret making that decision. This is
Yeah.
this is a person that when they left, they're not here anymore. This is a new player.
Oh
Everyone's
wow.
new.
Yeah.
Everyone's new.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
moly.
Board turned over.
Yeah, we don't have anyone. There's a whole new table. Well, I went to the bathroom. Everyone left. Wow. Well, maybe our hands will get better now. I don't know. We've still been playing pretty bad. We've still been seeing pretty bad cards and getting pretty bad runouts. So let's watch, see what they do. Got a new player, an entirely new table, 5 whole new players. I think maybe 4 might be the same player, but I don't know that for sure. They must have eaten some shit because they're down to 8.4 big blinds. That's what happened to us, and they're not rebuying, so they're probably going to just punt that off and leave. There's an argument to be made that I should rebuy, and I think I'm going to. Just reload here. Just top off. And ace 4-5-4 is pretty fucking bad. We got a limper. Got an early position limper. Limp. Are you gonna limp too, or are you gonna put in your chips? See, they should min raise if they play at all, and they need to have a monster since they know they're going multi-way. They know at least that C3 is gonna call. Everyone's gonna call. Limper, 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 limper. We will see a free flop, and we missed hard, so that'll be the end of that. give everyone fish. Here's a gift of a fish. Here you go. Have a free
The fish buffet.
Yeah, have a fish fry. Jack's good. Didn't bet him. They were in early position. See, this looks like a hand you can play, but we're in the small blind. We can't play this hand. It's not good enough. Try ace. Fuck. 6 on a 7. Fuck. It's not good enough for the small blind. We're just going to fold it. We'll fold it on a turn. I'm not even calling half a big blind. Half a blind. Not even calling half a blind. Not even calling 0.6 big blinds. Not even going to do it. I'm just going to let this go. Let my 10 cents give it to charity. By charity, I mean these other players at the table. Did everyone limp? Yeah, everyone limped. You get a fish. You get a fish. All right, everyone limp. We're at a table full of limpers. Yeah, we just limp, 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 limp. All right. That's good for us. We still need to see cards, though.
You still need cards. The missing item.
So they're going to be playing all face up, basically, is what that means. When you see people limping like that, that just means they just want to get in hands. And that means when they do have a hand, they're going to bet it. And they're also going to they're going to be, they're going to be not betting anything unless they have the nuts. So whenever they willfully put money in the pot, that's when we need to be real We need to be real concerned. We need to overfold when they're willing to put money in the pot, but we need to be really aggressive when they're not. So we can bluff everyone at this table like a whole lot.
Okay.
If we want to go that route, which is kind of the right way to go. But it also it gets risky because if you do that enough, they will start calling, which is kind of what I'd rather do. I'd kind of rather hit these. The best way to beat these players are to just beat them with value, is to just have better hands, and they'll call if they have something. They'll keep calling. They'll never bet. They'll call and call and call. The only time they'll bet is when they have the stone cold nuts. So if we have reasonable if we have thick value, we should be putting money in the pot. And this is a marginal hand, but it is the button. And I'm probably just going to call this, especially if it goes multi-way, which it almost certainly is. Yeah, I'll call it, and we'll go multi-way in position with a. This hand has strong nut potential, but it doesn't have much else. So we could hit. We've got good middle straight draws, and we've got a nut flush potential, but we don't have high cards. So, but we're in position, so there's no reason to blow out the pot. We're okay. This is a good hand to be multi-way with, because this is the kind of hand that can make the nuts, and that will crack other hands.
Okay.
So we did hit top pair, and we do have not great straight draw. But we don't have the clubs, but we have a club blocker. So we're in position. We'll see what everyone else wants to do. I mean, seat 4 bets we're going to call. Because we're betting if no one else does. We're going to call if someone else bets, because we have a 10. We have top pair. So man, it checks around to us. So we'll bet the pot with our top pair.
Okay.
Let's just see. And we get a quick call from seat 3, and seat 4 might just go all in here because they have got good pot odds. If they have any piece of this, if they have any draw, they should go all in. So one time. So we want to see a 10, a 9, an ace. So we want to see.
Oh, sitting by.
And we don't. We see a 4, and we don't have clubs, and they checked it to us. So what we're going to do here is because we're in position and because we bet pot, we're going to bet small here and pretend like we have the flush. We are going to bluff. We're going to go bet the third pot, and if they don't have a flush, they'll fold, and if they do, they'll raise. And they called, so they have a flush, so we're going to check it down and lose. Have a speed. We're going to bet this one. This is a great hand. This is a monster. We're going to 3-bet this.
Get those chips back.
Hopefully. We keep not hitting our flops. Is this it? Is this the one? Wait till you're in position. Give up your small blind and wait till you're in position. Good thing. Good move. You'll call, though. Everyone else calls. And we miss yet again. Just fucking hard. Just missing everything. And we can't bet. Well, yeah, we're still going to bet. We're going to bet light. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to bet small. And hopefully the ace scares them. They either have aces or they don't. There we go. I mean, we do have equity. It's just not good. Now we know. Now we don't have any equity at all. We have nothing. Pair of jacks ain't gonna cut it. One of these two has an ace. They have the ace. Possibly 2 pair. See ya. Yeah, we just got our ass. I mean, at least I'm making good reads, right?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth something. Yeah, we got to play that too. Yeah, if we don't start, I mean, we haven't won a hand yet, really. There's a 3-bet. Fuck. I mean, that's almost certainly aces, but we have a 1 in 3.5 chance to hit a set, so I am going to call it once and just see the flop. And hopefully they're going to call that too. Then we can go 3 ways, and hopefully we hit our set, and we do not. Aces and nines beat queens and nines. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, Colin. It's like, well, if you don't hit your hand, you can't win. You just can't. If every hand goes multi-way and you never hit, you ain't gonna win. That's just the way it's gonna be. Fuck you, motherfucker. God damn it. They all call. Jesus fuck. Awesome. Yeah. One last top off. That'll be it. Eat 2 bullets. That'll be my last top off.
We at number 2 or number 3?
We're about 2 bullets thick. It's like I topped off. Like I topped off. I never lost a whole I never lost a whole bullet. Like, so I lost most of the, like, we lost like 91 big blinds that first hand. And then I lost like 50, and then I lost another 50 there. Something like that. So like we're about 2 bullets down. 200 big. We're
Well,
in the neighborhood
we're
of
doing
200.
better than
Yeah.
last time. Our loss rate is less than last time.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I mean, we knew they had aces. We knew that, and they did win with them because everyone's calling. So we need to hit. Like, as soon as we hit a hand, we can just pump money in the pot, and they're all gonna call us. So we just this is jackpot poker is what this is. So everyone's gonna give us a free roll with our fucking bad hand. We do hit 2 pair here. So hey, I don't think we're gonna call 2 pair. We're not gonna raise it. We're not going anywhere because we don't have the best 2 pair, and we definitely don't have diamonds, and we don't have much of a straight draw. We do have a double gut shot straight draw with our 6 and our 8, but it's not great. We want the low end to come. We want a 7 and a 5 to come is what we did. We didn't want was a jack to come. That's bad for us. They're going to check that, so I think I'll check it too, because there's no reason to bloat this pot. We'll just call it down. If no one has a straight, I will call 4 big blinds with my 2 pair. I will do that. That just got worse. So our hand just got really bad here, so we're going to check that down, and if they bet, I don't think we can call it. I'm not going to bluff catch this fish. That's only going to bet with the nuts. Yeah, got to get out. Yeah, your straight's good. Straight good. Straight good. 2 pair no good. Yeah. 2 pair no good. I'm just gonna hover over this fold button here. Just hovering over it. Just getting ready. Just getting ready to pull that trigger. There it is. Min click raise, which is smart when they have a short stack. So that was a good play. This is a strong hand. Seat 3 has a strong hand. Very strong range. Seat 1 has a marginal range. Unless they re-raise, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about calling. They're thinking the same thing we were thinking. They're gonna call. That's bad for seat 3's range. That's good for seat 1's range. Seat 1 has marginal cards, seat and draws, and seat 3 has high cards. They probably have an overpair. Queens are better. Queens plus seat 3 has. Maybe with a club draw, but that's a long shot. Yeah, seat 1 didn't have shit. And that's that. Jack ace 6-8 on the button. We'll play it. We will play that. Do we raise it? Probably. Probably. Don't love that 6, but we do have double suited hand on the button. So might as well blow up the plot in case we do.
Yep. We've been pretty good at getting getting good cards on the flop.
We've been doing great at that. We've been doing really well at that. I mean, eventually we will. Every hand's a new hand, right?
I mean, probability, right? We were talking about that.
Eventually you hit.
Come around.
You know.
They'll come around, and I'm sure there's no.
And that's it right there. We flopped a straight with a straight flush draw.
Oh.
So I think we're in good shape here, and we're on the button. So we're gonna go ahead and bet large because we don't want a better flush to come.
Oh, okay.
And we'll see. We'll see. Probably everyone's gonna fold to us, but like, fuck it. Let's take down what we can get.
So it's like,
we want.
Is this like not getting greedy and then possibly losing?
No, this is me getting greedy. I'm just like, I want it. I wanted them to call, but like. But
they just bailed out instantly.
They did just bail out, but that means we can do that every time. But like what I'm saying is like it's like I'm hoping that they had like something else. We probably like if they had 2 pair, they would have called. These players are calling loose. We're watching them do it. They're putting money in the pot with marginal hands. Like they're calling 2 pair. They're calling bad draws. Like they're doing that. So why not shove the money in when we have a strong hand? That's my thinking. And of course we're going to take it down sometimes. But taking down a pot is better than losing a pot because we let someone draw out on us, And a high hearts would have drawn out on us. Make them pay for their draws. I don't think anyone had hearts because I think they probably would have called their heart draw.
Yeah, they were heartless.
They were. Might have had one. They didn't have Doctor. They didn't have a Time Lord hand. Now here would have been a weird good hand to be in because we would have had a pair of kings, which is second pair, but we also have a moderate flush draw and a wheel draw. So like we have a lot of weird equity in this hand. So this is like a hand we wouldn't want to like bloat the pot, but we definitely wouldn't want to leave.
Wait,
and now we have kings and 2s. Playing? No, we're not playing this hand because look at it. It's king, queen, 2, 3. But like had we played this would have been a very weird good hand for us, a strangely good hand. We couldn't have left. We would have had to call with our kings and 2s because we still have a lot of equity. We have a flush draw, straight draw, full house draw. There we go. That's a very strong hand. So excellent. That's fantastic. Oh, please call. Just everyone call. Let's Hollywood this. Let's sit on this for like 10, 15 seconds so they don't think we have aces. There we go. There we go. That's good enough. Ba-bam. Everyone else call. Yep, all in. Get out. Me and 4. Let me and 4 square off. Oh, fuck. I'll take you both on. You have something. Nope. Calling. They have aces too. Shit, we have hearts. Give us our hearts. We got it. We got the straight. Woo!
Yeah,
Finally.
that's what I'm talking about.
Finally. Finally, we hit something.
This...
Oh, we're not out of the woods yet. We're still down 60 big blinds. So, it's better though. We can play a little longer. Now we have a stack, we can kind of change our style a little bit. We can change like what hands have value. So hands like this with high cards and blockers aren't as good. That's rainbow. We don't have anything. Even though we're in position, we're going to let that go because of that dangling 6. But we can definitely play a little looser because we have more chips to throw around. But we don't want to play super loose because we don't want to punt our stack. 2 new players, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
3. We didn't even see 1. 1 snuck in there.
That's right, because they were all fish.
Yeah, they were all fish. Now these 2 are being fishy, but we don't know. We can't judge these 3 yet. They're all fish. Except for seat 1. They were on the big blind. They took a free roll. But you limped, and you limped. Face up, face up, face up. That says I have a hand, but it's not the nuts. I have a straight with a flush draw, but I don't have a full house. I have a straight, not a full house. That's what they said. See? Oh no, they did have a full house. Shit, I was wrong. They're betting their full house light because they wanted to drag someone along with them, and it worked. They probably maximized their win potential there. Okay. And look at us hitting hands all of a sudden. Now look at that.
Wow.
That's a big bet. That's a pot-sized bet. We have nut straight potential. We have 1 pair. We have nut flush potential. The problem is they don't have any more money. So we're coming from behind, and if we're the only one that calls, we're in early position. And it looks like I folded. I meant to hit the. I thought I bought myself more time.
Like, well,
so.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, they had the. Well, they had the nut straight. That's fine. This is a hand we're certainly gonna play. I don't mind folding that. I was probably gonna fold it anyway. I was just kind of calculating equity. Yeah, we're gonna bring this one in. We're gonna raise that from the small blind. That's good. Right, we're heads up. That's wonderful. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible for us. It's terrible for them too. We're gonna bet it. We're gonna bluff. I don't think they have clubs. We're gonna raise this one too. We're getting hands all of a sudden. I like it. I like having hands that hit. Now we gotta raise there. We do have to call. We're in position. We did hit top pair. I'm not gonna rule out that this person has aces. So they didn't bet them. We have an ace and a king. We are gonna bet this. We're gonna bet small though because it's we'll bet 20. About a third of the pot. That's a small bet. That should scare at least one of them off. We do have top pair and top kicker, but we do not have a lot of equity here. So we're hoping that's enough. Yeah. Heck yeah. Crawling out of the gutter. We're only 15 big blinds down now. That's all it took, Rayna, was a little patience.
That's right. You were right. You were right. Patience.
Not always. I'm still down. I'm still down 15 big blinds. Like, but I'm. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
That's good.
A scary one. That's good that we're not in it. Yeah. That's the kind of hand that you go broke with. This is the kind of hand that makes you go broke.
Why is that?
We have two pair, but there's hearts on there. There's so many hands that could beat us. 10 queen beats us. Any two hearts beats us. Ace ace beats us. Jack jack, king king. All those hands are people play. There's hearts. We lose.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It wasn't a good hand. We folded a bad hand, and that's why those hands are bad, because like when you do hit them, you hit in a way that's not the nuts. Like that's the thing is when games are this loose and there's this many people putting money in the pot, like you have to have hands that can make the nuts, and you kind of have to play the nuts, and like you can't really like win without it, really, because I mean you can, but like you can't be confident. If money goes into the pot, you got to have the nuts. Like it's just the thing. You got to have the equity. Seat 6 is new. Terrible. Terrible, terrible poop. Poop fart. Poop fart street. I haven't checked the chat in a while. Has anyone join us?
So far, no.
No, it's just you and me, huh?
Yes, none of our millions of fans have joined. I'm sure it's a problem with the internet.
No one's in the chat. No one's watching. Me and you, Rayna, baby.
You know what, though? I'm watching.
Take the world by storm. Me and you are watching. We're doing this.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
We're doing awesome. Here we go. 4, 6, 8 ace. That's bad, but it's good enough to call to 1 big blind raise. We just hit our 8s. We're good. We like it. We're raising.
Yeah, let's just keep winning, and we'll change the name to.
They're gonna fold. They have a 9.
Mediocre. Perfect.
All right. 12 blinds down. That's not the hand. Draw! We're climbing out of the pit like Bane.
That's right. What's do the hope? Do the hope. The hope. The worst part, the hope. Here.
I'm trying. You're succeeding. First, I will break your body, and then I will break your mind. Then, when you are truly defeated, I will then allow you to die. Like, I love Tom Hardy. Apparently he's in a show. I think it's on. I don't know. I think it's on Amazon or something. It's called Mobland, and it's a Guy Ritchie show. And so it's Tom Hardy and Guy Ritchie, and I was like, I want to watch that so fucking bad. I love Guy Ritchie. Like, I love everything Guy Ritchie does. Like, literally, like I've just been drinking his style up lately. Have you seen the Gentleman?
No.
I recommend it strongly, both the movie and the show. It was a really good movie with Matthew McConaughey, and it's just fantastic. Okay. And then they made it into a series on Netflix, and it's also fan-fucking-tastic. It's just Guy Ritchie being Guy Ritchie, and Guy Ritchie's the shit. All right, top pair, real equity. We'll check our marginal hand out of position. We'll call 1 bet. We do have So seat 4 we can put on nothing. That's a duck. That doesn't change anything. Our 10 might be good. We'll do a feeler bet here. We'll do a half flop, half pot bet. See if anyone has anything. No one has much. I think our 10 might actually be good, and it is not good now. We have all the blockers, though. And so, like, I think we really definitely could bluff this because we block all the straight. But we're going to check and see if our 10 holds. Nope, they had 10-9. That's okay. I think we probably could have bet them off that, but that's all right. That's all right. We're out of position. I don't love bluffing out of position. Makes me feel like shit. All right. We'll free roll this. Top pair, no equity. I guess we have some equity with a straight draw, but I don't feel great about it. But it's good enough to bet the pot. It's a small pot. I'll bet top pair. See if something goes our way. Yeah, we'll just take it down. Happy to do it.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. Still 19. Big blinds down. We lost a little bit there with that bluff. That's all right. We're going to call it. Okay, going multi-way with this weird nutty hand. This is like a bluffing hand, a strong bluffing hand. I should have bluffed. I should have 3-bet bluff. We did flop a full house out of position. So we're going to go ahead and check our full house, hoping that one stabs at this, and they do. So we're going to put Hollywood on, and we're going to call it, and we're going to wait. We want them to think we're thinking about it. We want them to think like they're dominating us.
Okay. We have a full house, right? Oh yeah, full house. Says it right there too.
We absolutely flop the nuts, and I'm not worried about that queen. If they check here. Oh, they're good. They have something. Okay. They almost certainly have a 9. They might have 9 queen. We might lose a bunch here. We could be beat. We're going to check call. Cool. We'll just take it. We are now 1.2 big blinds down. I was balling. Do you feel in charge, seat 1? Like, people shat on that movie so much. I thought it was the best of the 3.
They
like,
did?
Oh yeah, everyone didn't like it. They didn't. They thought, because especially coming down after Heath Ledger's Joker, who everyone loved.
That's
like, and it was like, okay, and then there was like.
It took me a long time to see that one for some reason. It took me years before.
Yeah. Everyone kind of shat on it, and like, I thought it was the best of the 3. Like, I mean, I like Heath Ledger. Don't get me wrong. I like Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Like, it was great. 2 was great too. 1 was great. All of the every Christopher Nolan movie is great. Like, he makes great movies. But like, all of those were really good. I like 3 because Tom Hardy's Bane was so badass. He was just so good. Like, how I'm in love with him. He was so good.
Yeah. He pulled off a character
his liberation speech, like when he blew up the football field.
Oh yeah.
We do this for you. There's a 3-bet. This is a solid 4-bet bluff. But we're not going to 4-bet bluff these guys. They're not thinking like that. But we did hit. We're definitely going hard with this. We're going to pot it. Yeah. We're good. Woo! We're up! And we are above water, sweetheart. We're above water. We're in the black for the first time since we logged on. Now we have to not punt this stack.
Yeah, let's try to do that.
Well, we'll play another 20 minutes and see how it goes. Ace, King, 7, 7. Definitely playing this. Almost certainly raising this. Yeah, I think so. So here's the thing. I could raise this.
Yeah.
This is a fat stack here. And they have been limping. And so they brought in an early position. I'm just going to call because I'm out of position. We hit. See, this is dangerous. So we do have a set here. So we're going to check it and we're going to see what they do. And they're going to check that. That doesn't mean that they don't have a flush, but we are going to pot it because we do want to get money in this pot in case they don't have a flush. Or we just take it down.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Queen, Queen, 6, 6 with a suit. Also will be playing this hand. Another one where I'm just going to call. Not going to raise it, but I will raise if no one bets. So I'm just going to call that. Okay, going multi-way if we set mine. We did not hit. So we'll see. But we do have straight blockers and a flush blocker, so we can play this. I don't want to raise, though. I don't want to bluff it. That's a large bet. I don't want to bluff catch. I'll let it go. Large bet. Multi-way. I mean, it could have been like a position bet, but we didn't have the equity. We're drawing dead. We could have been drawing dead. No reason that they could have had king king easily.
Yes.
Could have had 2 pair. Could have had king king and clubs. Straight draw. There's so much they could have had that we didn't have. We just didn't have any equity, so I don't feel bad folding that. It was the right move. Look at this. And all of a sudden we are hitting everything. That's great. Feels a lot better hitting cards than it does to miss. To 3-bet and just miss everything. Sucks. It's a shitty feeling. Put a 30-year stack in the pot and then just miss. Just like, fuck. Just fucking airball. Look at that. Because no money went in. Yeah, these players are cowards. Ooh, that looks like a better hand than it is. Hearts are pretty and I get suckered by hearts. Like when I see hearts in my hand, I was like, oh, I like them. They're so pretty. I like hearts.
Yeah, I like hearts too.
Like, yeah, but like the reality is they're not better than any other suit.
It's not. There's no suit.
My heart likes the heart. My heart likes the hearts. My brain's like, every suit's fine. Every suit's equal. Every suit's the same. My heart's like,
don't you get a heart bonus?
But they're so pretty. I like the heart. I want to play my heart. But not my jack high hearts when I block my own flush. And I have a dry ace. That's a bad hand. Because they're so pretty. And then there's one heart out there, which means I almost certainly won't make a flush. Well, I have jacks and sixes. Now I have to play, right? No. No, you don't. Happy to be out of this one. Yeah. Jacks and sixes are fucking sketchy at this point. Sketchy as fuck. Almost certainly are going to lose to that bet, which is easily spades. Nope. No, ma'am. Don't want to play no Jack 5-4-4. Not interested. I'm trying to think of like what forehand, because like you know how like Texas Hold'em hands have like nicknames.
They do?
Yeah, like so like ace is like pocket rockets and like
Oh, jeez.
like
As
yeah
if there's
like
more terminology to learn.
there's it's just like fun slang.
Yeah.
Like king 3 is king crab, and so if you win
Oh,
with king 3, you can do the crab dance.
does anyone actually do that?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Wow.
I like Jack 5 suited is the hand jive, and Jack 5 off is the jive turkey.
Wow. Wow.
Jack 3 is the embarrassed janitor. So now
Oh, wait. Wait a second. What's going on?
we hate that. We hate that
Mm.
for so many reasons. That was a fast donk bet. Oh God, I can't call this. Like I can't. I just can't. Like fuck. Yeah, I have to fold. It sucks because like
Yeah.
we do have a straight flush, a royal flush draw. We have jacks. We're almost certainly dead in the water here. Like I mean, our equity just isn't good enough. They have ace king in their hand. I'm sure of it. It's all right. We'll wait. We'll wait. Like people think that like, it's like, oh, what if I hit a royal flush? Well, then you would win the hand. But it's actually hard to win money with a royal flush because everyone sees it. And if you have the royal flush, that means 3 cards to a royal flush are on the board and they don't have either of the other two. So like you can't win anything with it. Like they don't even call their bad flushes. You're way better off hitting a straight flush like on the low end of things. Like that's when those are the hands you can win big. And you can win big with quads too, because whenever there's quads, there's a chance for a full house. But like, if it's a straight flush, if you have a royal flush, it's just no one has anything else, and no one's gonna pay you ever.
Oh, okay. I never thought of the implications of
Yeah, it's
that.
just you can't win. You can't win big. You can't win big with a royal flush. You just can't because, like I said, it's like if you have ace king of diamonds in your hand and 10 jack queen of diamonds are out there, like the only chance you can make money is if someone has the low end of the straight flush, which is almost impossible. It's like it's just so unlikely. But if you have king queen of diamonds and then ace jack 10 of diamonds is on the board, well, they see that there's a royal flush, they see that there's a flush, like they don't have they don't have the queen or the king of diamonds, so they don't have a good flush. Even if they have a flush, like it's just there's no way. Like you'll just never, like you'd have to have someone that's willing to put money in with a weak flush, which happens sometimes. So I wasn't expecting to get 2 calls, but we'll check. We'll check to the. And they like it. We don't. We'll leave it be. We lost a little bit there, but we're still above board. That's a rundown. We'll bet that. It's early position, so it's like, maybe we shouldn't have, but like, it's okay. It's rainbow, but it's a rundown. We're not getting 3-bet, that's for sure. And we missed. I guess a jack brings us the nuts. Hand here, so we're not gonna bet it though. We do block the diamonds, so we might call a bet, but not a pot-sized bet. We now have 2 pair, and we block the straight, and the flush isn't there. I am gonna bet this. I want to bet half pot. Take a stab at it. Just kind of see what happens. I don't think we're gonna win. I think they've got an ace. We do. They were chasing diamonds. That was nice of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for paying us. That was a weird hand to chase. That was a weird call to make. They didn't have any equity there. I have to look at that. It's so sketchy. 8-6-6-7. They had a pair of 8s and a bad flush draw. Buck ass wild. Buck ass wild. That was a very bad call. Calls very light. I get a fish for that. That is for sure. They had nothing. They had no straights. Their flush is just garbage. Yeah. Aces on the board? Jesus. They weren't aces then. But still, 3 Broadways? 3 high Broadways? Yuck. Yeah, they were crazy. Bad call. Bad call. Real bad. That looks good, but it's not.
Yeah, pair of 8s. That's...
Yeah, no good. That's not a very good hand either. Min clicking. That's early position, I guess, but still not shorthanded. Yeah, would have been a flush. A weird hand. Weird. Yeah, top 2. Not even top 2. Top and bottom. Thanks for showing us. That was a bad hand. They were right to bet it though. I bet 2 pair. Flush scareboard in position. I don't blame them. They didn't do it wrong. They won the pot. Yeah, they had a good hand. They did that right. They should have bet. They should have bet more. They only min clicked. They had ace 6-5-4 double suited, so they should have bet. They should have bet a lot more. They should have bet pot. So they fucked that up. I think they thought their hand was weaker than it was. I don't think they understand what the value of Omaha hands. I'm gonna mark that.
Can understand that.
Hand value. I'm gonna say free. I'll mark them with a fish. Yeah, look at what they're playing. Yeah, they don't understand. They're playing Texas Hold'em. It was a terrible fucking hand they won that hand with. That was absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit, that hand. King Jack 5-6 rainbow, and they fucking played it. An early position. They made an early position call with that dog shit. Oh yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Okay, cool. That's the kind of player that would look at this hand and be like, I've got queens, and they shove it in. They're like, I've got a great hand. They'll 3-bet this because they think queens are good. Because they're good in Texas Hold'em. You 3-bet queens in Texas Hold'em, but we're not playing Texas Hold'em. We're playing fucking Omaha. We're playing pot limit Omaha. Queen's no good. Queen 6-3, no good.
Hmm. It's hard. It's going to be hard for me to understand, be able to play both games, like, because
It does take a little it does take a little it takes a little what's the word, mental nimbleness. There's a word for that. I can't think of it right now. It's eluding me. But
intelligence.
no, it's not that exactly. I mean, yeah,
Lacking
I
that,
mean,
I guess.
but I mean, you're not wrong. Like poker is a game for thinking people. It's a
Yeah.
thinking game for sure. Like it is the best poker players are extremely intelligent. Like it's like people that are good at poker aren't stupid. Like that is 100% for sure. Like the pros, they all are smart. They're all smart.
Yeah, they are.
You know
Only
what
too
else they
sure.
are? They're physically fit. They're like all buff. Like they work out like because like they know that like that's part of it. It's like they know that working out's important because they're sitting at a table all day. They want to be able to have the endurance and the it's wild. They all meditate. Every pro poker player meditates and fucking works out and is physically fit and like just fucking zoned in. It's wild.
That is wild.
And the thing is like I wouldn't mind being a pro, but like I don't need to like be the best in the world. I just want to be good enough to beat your average fucker off the street and make a living off of it. And
Sure.
like I'm not interested in like going so hard as to like dedicating to my life to being the best poker player and beating Magnus Carlsen and like all that shit and beating Jonathan Little and fucking Dan Coates. And like I don't need to do that. Like I'm fine just beating Jack Joe Schmo that shows up at the fucking casino.
That seems attainable.
That's so bad, but so cheap. And look at that. We do hit a straight, and we're gonna bet it. We're gonna bet small. About half pot. We're gonna bet 4. Bet half pot. And see if that's enough to scare people off. If they have a flush. Oh no, there's a flush. Alright. We'll let that go. No, 2 flushes. They both have flushes apparently. Someone who's got the straight flush. Neither.
Hmm.
Weirdos. But thanks for telling me you had the flush. I appreciated that. If they'd have just called, I'd have kept betting probably. I appreciate it. See what I mean by face up?
Yep.
I just tell you what they got. We have a marginal hand with our top pair in early position. We will be calling a bet. Can't call that. Not bluffing that out of position. Not even sure I can call that. I don't think my aces are good. I don't think they're going to hold. I think my ace is bad. I think it's a losing hand. It was. Bad straight's a winner. In position, I will bet this hand. I don't want it to go multi-way, but it almost certainly will. This isn't a great multi-way hand, but it is in position, so I can bluff it. And that's definitely good enough to bluff. We'll half pot that, and we'll just take it down. That's no good. It is a pair of nines, and it's a pair of nines is double suited, but like the 5 and the 3 suck. Those low cards aren't good. Nines aren't that good. You hit nines, like if you hit a set of nines, you're probably gonna win. But like you have to hit the set of nines. We haven't been hitting sets at all. Like I don't know if you've noticed. Like technically your odds of hitting a set are 1 in about 7.5, and I don't think we've hit a single set. Even when we folded it. Even when we folded our weak pairs, you know. No, we hit one set. That's right. We hit a set of sevens earlier. But we're definitely not living up to the odds. Definitely a hand. Definitely a playable hand. Maybe we'll hit our set.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's a good hand. It's not a great hand. It's a good hand.
Good hands, pair of tens.
Not great. Pair of tens. It's in the name. All the hands are connected.
Clubs, right?
Yeah, it's a marginal, and we do hit our set. There we go.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're gonna pot it and just see what everyone else. They're just gonna give it to us, and that's fine. Honestly, weak. We'll take it.
Thank you.
That is not good enough, but it might be good enough to call one time. Nah, I don't even think it is. I think it's pretty fucking bad, actually.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's good enough to free roll. And definitely good enough to bluff. See what they do. If they bet, we're out. Yeah, we're out. Nope. All right. We're going to set up the next big blind.
All right.
And we're going to call it after that. And we're going to walk away a winner, hopefully. Unless I punt. Unless I have a huge punt in the next 4 hands.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Play
you
super
say that.
tight. Super, 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 super tight, please.
No.
I beseech you. Play super tight. Don't do it.
Might have to punt. Like, look at this. I would have had queens and threes. Punt.
I need to be there to hold you back.
Oh, shit. Let's take a look-see here. That's terrible. Let's just call it. I don't need to wait to the big blind. We're up. I wanted to see the button, but we have shit on the button, so I'm just gonna let it go.
So it's time to get out.
The game go. Right. Let's get out of the game. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for playing. We ended up for our first time. And oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to go here. I gotta do this. Come on back in, Rayna, if you want to come on in. There you are. Yeah, for our first time in how many episodes? Like 3? Is that our first and 4? Like I think we lost the last 3 times we played.
Yeah.
And so that's the first time we've been up in a while. So like, okay, that breaks a losing streak. That's nice. So I don't think, doesn't mean we can play like an idiot now, but like we no. Finally made it out of the red, and we're climbing back up to like, hopefully, I want to at least get to my buy-in, like And let's get my bankroll where I started out. So we'll see. But I feel pretty good about our play in general today. I don't feel like I made a lot of mistakes. I don't actually feel like I made many mistakes at all. I feel like it was a pretty solid session. What do you think, Randa? Did you see anything where you were like, maybe you shouldn't do that?
At the beginning, when we lost a large
That
amount of
eight,
chips,
yeah, that first hand when we punted our whole
yeah.
stack to the better. Well, we
But was
had
that
three
a
aces in our
mistake or was
hand.
that just a bad
I don't think it
ability?
was a mistake. I think when they snap called, I think I could have like when they snap called the pot size bet, I could have thought it through a little more, but I think the result would have been the same because I had three aces and it's like, well, if I've got three aces, they could have a full house.
Right.
But like I could also catch a full house, and I had like a king in my hands. Or no, they had a king. I had like a thing. So it's like, well, they could have better aces than me. I could have thought that through, but I'm not sure that I would have played it any differently. Like I maybe could have maybe like bet less, but I still would have seen I would have seen any river. Like I would have like I wasn't gonna lay that hand down. Like there's no way. Like yeah, I'm not laying down three aces unless I am clearly beat. And by the river we were clearly beat. I didn't bet.
Yeah. And
And
that's the
so
only
that
thing I can think of. Otherwise, I think it was
yeah, I don't feel I don't
solid.
if that was a mistake, it wasn't an egregious one.
Sure.
It lost, but you can't be results oriented. You have to think of like what's the right. I was listening to Phil Galfon today, and he's a PLO player, professional PLO player, very mild mannered, cool, good looking guy, and very nice, polite. He's a polite young man, and he was talking about like it's like don't look at it like don't worry about if you get a bad run out or if you win the hand. Just look at it like every decision you make is the chance to make the correct decision. It's like if you can think about poker like that, like then that's just a way to be a winner. That's how you do win is because it is a long game. It's like it's not about winning the hand, it's about winning overall and making the right decision overall, like getting the right odds and the odds are eventually going to play out. So
Mhm.
the longer you play, the more they play out. And I've been playing forever. So it's the long game. It's the long game, Rayna. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to use the bathroom. We're going to be back at the top of the hour for Border Trans. So stick around and we'll see you then and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.